I'd like to welcome everybody to the December meeting of the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Commission. At this time, we'll call the meeting to order. As always, we'll start our meeting with the prayer and pledge of allegiance, and Eddie Miller is going to lead us in that. Eddie?
Okay, thank you, Dee. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your many blessings. In this Christmas season, we ask that you help us remember the real meaning of Christmas and help us to be always thoughtful of those less fortunate than us. Help us to make good decisions today for our community and help there be peace in the world and goodwill to all. Amen.
Amen.
Let's pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Fantastic. Thanks, Eddie. Everybody should have received their packet earlier in the week. Contained in the packet with the minutes from our November meeting. At this time, we'll entertain any corrections or changes for those minutes, and if there are none, a motion for approval as presented.
I move approval of the minutes.
Thank you, Gloria. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any other discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Minutes are approved. Well, this is always a fun meeting, and we look forward to it every year. We've always get to see a lot of fun faces in the audience, and we get to hand out a lot of checks, which makes it even better. So this time I'm turning it over to Nate, and we're going to give out the Murfreesboro Half Marathon presentations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're excited for this meeting every year, like you said. The Middle Half Marathon is one of the premier events in the city of Murfreesboro, and it's really grown over the years to become something everybody really looks forward to, usually the second weekend in October. So this year we hosted our 11th annual Middle Half Marathon, and was so excited by the participation and the partnership. City of Murfreesboro, the Murfreesboro Police Department, MTSU come together, and Parks and Recreation is fortunate enough to play a role in that too. And one of my jobs is I serve on the board of directors for this race, and it's been a fun process working with everybody involved over the years. This year we had 2,870 participants. Of those participants, 852 were Murfreesboro residents, and 2,018 were from out of Murfreesboro. So those who are from out of the city of Murfreesboro, those visitors, they represent 28 states and 3 other countries than the United States. So it's, I think that speaks to the growing popularity. Over the course of the years, it's been the goal of the Middle Half to give back to the community and also give to organizations that get people active. They've given $500,000 over the past 11 years. So we're excited again this year to give over $47,000 to organizations. On this board is Dr. Apigian. He also is a fellow board member for the Middle Half Marathon, and he's going to be distributing those checks and announcing those. But again, like I said, we're excited about that this year again, and look forward to years to come. Usually you see Melinda and Miles Tate up here. They couldn't join us today, so we're going to give these checks out, and we're glad to have you all here, and look forward to doing this again next year.
All right, Charlie, it's all yours.
All right, thank you so much. To just talk about the day of a race, to me, it's always a celebration. It's a celebration of hard work that individuals put in, and we had, again, 2,870 this year. It's also a celebration of the hard work of the volunteers and the organizers for that day. But this is a different race. This is a race that celebrates Murfreesboro. And it's the one thing that I truly look at as a proud badge of honor for the city. We always outshine, and that all started with a couple of people. Again, we're going back, 12 or so years ago. Melinda and Miles Tate decided to think about doing a half marathon in this town. And we definitely miss that they're not here today. And so I'm filling some majorly big shoes by doing this, and I'm humbled by that. As somebody that loves races in general, there's nothing better than a race that showcases your city. And so the people that are receiving donations today are either strategic partners or just ones that help us show that the city does shine the way it does. And you'll see that as I always start coming off the names, or they're organizations that do amazing things for others to get active in the community. And so we have a good mixture of both of those. So I'm going to read these off, and when you do hear your group, I'm going to bring up Deborah Roberts here, who's one of our board members as well for the middle half. And I'm going to let you hold those. And when I read off your organization, please come up and receive your check. And we'll do our best to get through these here. And so what we'll start with is, of course, one of our partners in terms of we couldn't do this without them, and that's the Rutherford County Convention and Visitors Bureau. And we all know what a vital partner the Rutherford County Convention Visitors Bureau does for the city of Murfreesboro. The next one is one that is dear to all of our hearts because it helps our police officers in case there's ever any type of accident, and that's actually the 100 Club. I know we have a couple of representatives from there. And we all know that we could not have an amazing finish or start or even a race without the wonderful track at MTSU. And I know I'm an MTSU guy, and I love the track. And Coach Hayes has been amazing over the years. And as a representative from the Blue Raider Athletic Association today, of course, we want to acknowledge and give a donation to the Blue Raider Athletic Association. And Coach Hayes, please come up. Well, I guess we have to say nice things about the Murfreesboro Parks and Rec as well. And of course, as one of the board members, one of our missions is always to help the community. And there's nothing that helps the community more in our eyes than Murfreesboro Parks and Rec. And so a small token of our appreciation. Angela, thank you so much for Parks and Rec. There are amazing groups in our community that do fantastic things, and a lot of them help people with younger kids to get them active, and some others will help individuals with special needs. This group, Learn, is one of those organizations, and we'd like to come up. Another one that helps get kids active and individuals active is the Rutherford County Track. One that I think has been gaining major momentum in the area is one that we all can agree with. When they start running, they're going to keep going and take off and become stars. And that is a group called Girls on the Run in this area. And I know they're represented here today, and we're hoping they can continue to do amazing things in the upcoming years. A couple years ago, we met a couple of individuals that all they were looking to do is help to get kids that were disadvantaged or from other areas that just needed the ability to go out and have some fun and to be able to go out and just become part of physical activity in general. And that group is Indoor Athletics. All right. We all love the one part of the race where we get to go around Main Street and see the farmers market on that day, and we can all agree that Main Street has seen a revitalization. So giving a donation to the Main Street revitalization is just makes complete sense to us, and so we like to give our donation to the Main Street revitalization. Okay, this year I had the pleasure of being at the front of the race on a bike. I was the weird guy with the helmet and not dressed way too warm for the day. But the pleasure I had was to work with our police department. And let me tell you, I have been involved in a lot of things in this community, and I'm always but pleasantly surprised at the amazing heart that our police department has, and how much they love this race, and how much they love this community. And I can't stress that enough. They are there because they want to be there and want to help make Murfreesboro shine the way it does on race day. And so a small token of our appreciation goes to the Murfreesboro Police Department. Sergeant Holloway and Lieutenant.
Prettier.
All right, we're getting close to the end, but just as important is some other areas where it helps all of us to get fit. I know I have logged many miles on the Greenway, and one of the reasons it's so beautiful is the Friends of the Greenway, and so we'd like to give a donation to them as well. I still remember back when this little store started in Murfreesboro, and I was like, finally there's a running store. And I got to know Krista over there, and since then seeing the amazing things that she has done, and I don't mean just selling shoes or selling apparel, the programs that she has put together to help get so many people active in our community. And so we'd like to give a donation to Project Fit. Okay, and do I have somebody here from the Oaklands? I'm going to say their name anyways. And our last donation is for the Oaklands Mansion. And we all, of course, love when we get to make that loop, go back through on the race course. And it again, helps to show how amazing our city is. And we do have a donation for the Oaklands Mansion as well. So I still say we give them a round of applause. So with that, those are our donations for this year. We look forward to 2018. Nate, do you need to add anything?
Yeah. Once again, it was a very successful year. On behalf of the board of directors and those not present with the board and the city of Murfreesboro, we just want to tell all of our partners who put this on and do great things in the community, thank you for all you do, and look forward to a great year next year.
All right. And on behalf of the commission, we'll just reiterate and emphasize what Nate just said. You know, one of the things that we're blown away with and make our programming possible is the partnership that we have with so many volunteer organizations, and we would not have the Parks and Rec programming that we have today without that partnership. So thanks to all of you that are here. Give yourselves a big hand. Anybody that's a guest is more than welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but if you'd like to step out, now is the time to do it, and we're going to continue on with our agenda, and thank you for being here. Our next item under new business is a consideration for approval regarding a refundable cleaning deposit fee for Bradley Academy Museum and Cultural Center. Shelley, you got this one?
Yes, good afternoon. Bradley Academy Museum is proposing a refundable $75 fee This fee is specifically for the Willie McGowan Banquet Hall. We actually took comps such as SportsCom and Patterson Park, and we feel that this is cohesive to both rates at the dining hall at Patterson Park.
Okay. Any questions regarding this proposed fee? If there are none, we need a motion for approval.
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 3 is a consideration for approval on Vine Street Cemetery hours.
Yes, that's me.
Back to you.
That's
You're a star today.
In October of 2016, Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department, we actually brought this to the commission, and it was approved as a partnership agreement with the County Archaeologist Society and the Parks and Recreation Department. And so what we're proposing is for the cemetery to have the same operating hours as the Bradley Academy Museum. Those hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 4. And also we'll be the key holder as well. Any
Okay.
questions?
What we've done, if I could add, we've had a very exciting partnership to form. The group that we have partnered with, the Rutherford County Archaeological Society, has had several different volunteer work days, are out working on the restoration and preservation of that site. It is certainly a work in progress, and you will hear much more to come on the successes and the initiatives to be proactive in the preservation of that site. I think this is just one of those first steps in making sure that we are clarifying access as we move forward. We have a lot of good work yet to come in that area, and you'll hear from us again on that site. But we're excited about the direction that it's taking and how we can honor our history at that site.
Fantastic.
One other thing, we will also be implementing signage, and so the patrons will know to no longer come to the city. You know, we have an actual location, and those hours will be posted at both sites, like in the front of Vine Street and also on the back end at State Street.
Great. Any questions? If there are none, we need a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
And any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved.
Thank you.
ma'am. Now an update on the Patterson Community Center programming.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to start out by saying this is an honor to be able to stand here among so many great leaders. I also just want to say it's a blessing to see Dr. Bonner with us today.
Yes, it is.
And as I'm standing here, I just want to go ahead and say my Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I'm here today to introduce our two newest programmers. And the first would be Lisa Milky. She's our part-time wellness coordinator, and she works under the leadership of Chad Hill. I don't see Chad here. And also we have Krista Ellis, our part-time assistant program coordinator, and she works under the leadership of Janelle Jenkins. And I just want to say we're looking forward to working with Lisa and Krista. I know they got some great ideas, and they're coming up with a lot of ideas that we can share with our community and also with the city. So I just want to say once again, I want to introduce to some and present to others Lisa Milky and Krista Ellis. Come on up.
Thank you. I just wanted to kind of briefly touch on some things that we're working on now. I'm super excited. Me and Mr. Russell are working on Murfreesboro City Schools All-Star Weekend to kind of honor the girls and little boys that played in this past season. Basketball is going to be a big event. All of the schools are going to participate, the cheerleaders, the basketball players, and the coaches. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to be December 22nd and 23rd. But before that, we're going to have our Night of Thanks on December 18th. And you all should get invitations to to that event. We're going to honor some past programmers, the kids that came to Patterson years behind and are now doing well and giving back to the community. We're also going to give the Dexter Hurd Impact Award. I know y'all are familiar with Dexter, and his family will be there also. So we've got a lot of things that we're working on, and we're just excited about the upcoming year. And I'm really, just like he said, I'm honored to be here in front of you all, and I'm really honored to be working at Patterson and working for the city. Thanks.
Hi, that was a hard act to follow, so a lot going on in programming. As Russell said, I'm Lisa Milkey. I'm very new to the community, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of my background. Just moved here 8 months ago, so very new to Tennessee. My husband and I moved here from Portland, Oregon. My background is public health nutrition, where I had worked with the WIC program for a couple of years in Wisconsin, and then moved to rural Colorado, where the program covered a 4-county territory, so got to see a lot of beautiful Colorado. Made a career change and went into corporate wellness then out in Oregon. And after a couple of years there, my husband got a little tired of the gray and the rain and kind of the gloomy weather, and we had the opportunity to come to Nashville and thought, what a great place to make a new start. So thankfully, we moved 8 months ago, settled in Murfreesboro, and now I'm grateful to have come kind of full circle again back to public health and wellness with Patterson Park Community Center. Chad and Angela and I have some great ideas in the works that will come later, but I'm hoping to really work with the community and bring a little more into the wellness arena. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you.
Before I take my seat, Krista want to go ahead and introduce herself. She forgot to pass on some more information concerning her.
I kind of skipped over a little bit about myself. I'm from Murfreesboro, graduated from Oakland, went to MTSU where I worked really closely with Dr. Bonner at MTSU. I'm a public health major, social work minor. I come from Murfreesboro City School partnership with Mid-Cumberland Head Start. I was there for 9 years, family services coordinator. So a lot of the families that I'm working with now at Patterson are families that grew up with me in Murfreesboro City Schools and Head Start. So I'm enjoying being reunited with them and seeing, how they're doing now. And I have twin sons, 14-year-old boys. And I guess that's about it. And Merry Christmas to you guys, too.
Russell, you got anything else, my man?
I just want to piggyback on this All-Star. Most of the kids over in our facility and the school, the kids' ages, I would say fourth through sixth grader. I went to some of the games and I was real impressed with what I saw. And the majority of the kids come over to Patterson. Some of them didn't get to play this year, but they was on the team. So I just wanted to do something. So I came back with Patterson and sit down with the staff and say, let's try to do something to make all the kids feel welcome. So we decided we wanted to do an all-star game. Like the NBA, they do an all-star game. So we wanted to go and get all the local schools and put them together. I think we got 12 schools. And we're going to go ahead and name them the East versus the West. And we're just going to get the kids out. We're going to have a slam dunk, the three-point shootout, and the all-star game. So it's going to be very, very exciting. And Coach Andy Hurd is going to go ahead and sponsor us. So if you're available that day, come out and let's just show the kids how much we appreciate them. Because I tell you what, the kids, they're looking forward. Most of them got their idea of playing in the NBA one day. The girls also, we're going to have the girls on that Friday nights, and we'll have the boys on that Saturday. So come out and be with us.
All right, Russell, thanks.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure having you here.
All right.
Hey, Russell, could you dunk in fourth grade? That's pretty impressive.
I had a trampoline.
And Lisa and Krista, welcome to you guys. We're thrilled to have you. All right. Nate, you're going to give us an update on the West Park naming process.
Sir, Mr. Chairman, last month this commission approved the process that we'd like to go about naming what's been known as West Park. for some time now. We've opened up an online form on our website and have had just a tremendous response with it. We've had 230 responses so far. So we're pleased with that. We just want to remind you all and everybody who might be listening that this is going to be open through December 31st. We'd like to see as many name options with suggestions and explanations of why as we can see to bring back to you to review in January. And that's our intention, to bring that back to you. So like I said, people can go to murfreesboro.tn.gov and then click on the Parks and Recreation link, and it's easy to find from there. So we're pleased with the responses so far, but look forward to seeing a lot more.
All right. Anybody have any questions of Nate regarding that? Okay, Becky, you're up. Becky's going to join us as always, close us out with an update on upcoming events.
Good afternoon. This time I won't have any graphics. My PowerPoint wasn't cooperating. But I do want to mention that in addition to the new pass fee structure that we have at Sports Common Patterson, we will be offering our buy one, get one free sale. And that starts Monday, December 11th. And it runs through Saturday, January 13th of 2018. So it runs a good 4 weeks this time. And that is a buy one, get one free on individual yearly or monthly pass. And you can purchase them at either Sportscom or Patterson. And then we have our holiday lock-in, which will be Friday, December 8th until Saturday morning, December 9th at Sportscom. It's for ages 8 to 15. It is $20 for the program, and you can register now through December 8th. And they have a good time. They keep them pretty active all night long. I guess if they choose to take a nap, they can, but they've got plenty of activities to keep them going from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
And we're looking for volunteer chaperones if anybody wants to.
Would that require me to stay up past 10?
You'll be amazed by Thomas's energy all night. I promise you that.
And then we have another program for youth is Friday, December 22nd. We have Santa Splash and Dash, and that's from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Patterson Park Indoor Pool, which does have a nice new shiny slide. So it'll be a good opportunity for the kids to come and, I don't want to say break it in, but make good use of the new slide. And that, once again, Friday, December 22nd at Patterson, and you can pre-register. If you do so, it's only $5. If you come the day of, it's $7. Then we also have coming up our popular coffee marathon, and that starts January 1st and runs through March 31st. And there are 7 different locations where you start a portion of the marathon route and get credit for it, and also get to visit a local coffee shop. Then on January 1st, we have our New Year's Day 5K, and that registrations are available now at runsignup.com. It's $25 to sign up and get a T-shirt if you register by December 10th. After that, if you want, you can pay $15 without a T-shirt. We will take registrations as well that morning, but online registration runs through the 29th with packet pickup on the 30th. And that will be at 11 a.m. on New Year's Day at Barfield Crescent Park. And they do have a new flatter course this year. So it's a nice flat, so anybody looking to make any PRs can probably do that on the nice new flat course. And then also looking for volunteers for the next event is Saturday, January 6th, is our 16th annual Polar Bear Plunge. And that is at Sportscom. We'll have the Arctic Adventure in the gym, starts at 8:30 a.m. And then, of course, the plunge into the frigid waters outside at Burrow Beach at 10 a.m. on Saturday, January 6th.
This is a requirement for new board members, so
keep bringing it up.
keep that in mind.
That's a good point, Ricky.
Yeah, new.
I am out of town.
All right. And for more information on all the programs I mentioned and all of our other events and programs in our parks and facilities, you can go to murfreesboro.tn.gov/parks. You can call our main office at 615-890-5333, or you can pick up a copy of our Winter Rec Connection.
All right, Becky. Lots going on as always.
Thank you.
If I could add one more thing, just to use this public forum to encourage participation in the census. Those of you that are city residents that have not yet been counted, if you could please do that. That participation only takes a minute in that census count and can have a direct impact on not just our city but our Parks and Recreation program and funding specifically. So please make sure that you're counted in that census. Thanks.
All right. Good point. Is there any other comments, business, anything else to come before us? Well, if not, I'll, like Russell, I'll use this as an opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you.
We stand adjourned.